Guess who grumpy bum
He's not grumpy bum anymore. He's on a full stomach. Welcome back to the Mayfield podcast, the podcast by mates, for mates. I'm joined with Chip Side-Eye McGrath and Jordan Comeback Cox.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the episode, people. Make sure you rate us 5 stars.
Jesus, that was first time.
I don't know what to say then. Make sure you rate us 5 stars. Follow us.
Smash the like button.
Yeah.
Oh, destroy the like button.
Yeah, and hit up our DMs with good stories.
I thought that was hit up my personal DMs.
Yeah, no, we're going to start
don't do
doing the listeners send in like what made and broke them that week, and we'll pick the best one each week.
Yeah.
We'll say at the start of that.
Yeah.
And then we also want some like cooked videos to post, don't we?
Yeah. We
Free
had this,
content.
had this little idea. You know how it's like brown cardigan and like shit Maruchdale for us.
Yeah.
How people send in videos and they post it. I'd love to start turning Mayfield into a bit of that. So if you listeners have any videos and stuff like that you want to send in.
It'll just make our lives a lot easier.
Yeah. Free post for us. You get to laugh at your mates getting posted on our Instagram as well. So
We got to come up with a good
Send it
name
in.
for it.
Yeah.
Dickhead of the week.
yeah, shit like that.
Now you might be wondering, Side-Eye McGrath, what's that all about?
What the helly?
Well, yeah, Monday night we're recording this. Chip pops upstairs alongside his good mate Coxie, and my mum's prepared me and my beautiful family a lovely green curry. Some would say she's left some in the reserve for Smoko the next day.
Others would say it was for me.
Like a fucking shark sniffing blood in the water, Chip begins to circle the kitchen countertop.
I did it once to go to fill up my water bottle, mate.
You didn't.
I went to the bin.
Side-eyeing the pan the whole time.
Usually we walk downstairs, but Chip's nose started twitching. and I just turned around and he's jolted straight upstairs.
And mum's done, would you like some Chip? She knows this guy. She can call his bluff like the back of her hand.
Wait,
No, I'm all good. I'm all
I'm
good.
al-
Thanks, Nikki.
I'm always solid at just like saying no as well until Nikki stands up and gets me a plate.
yeah, full credit to you. You said no about 5 times, but we all knew you were fucking lying.
we could hear his stomach grumbling.
I could see the drool going down on his hoodie as well.
If you're watching the video, he kept going like this.
What made me this week, boys, is
What's mine?
I'll get into it.
Okay. Oh, no, Chip, when you ready?
what made me this week, boys, was actually you two.
Oh,
Going to the kennel yesterday and watching you fucking pump beer.
yeah, bit of rugby league, bit of
Coxie's-
thugby league.
Coxie's back.
Battle of the podcast.
Yeah, huge, eh? Battle of the Sunshine Coast podcast.
Yeah.
Safe to say we fucking won.
Jacko's still got his shoulders adjusted, which is nice. So a couple of our mates got absolutely fucking folded. Grillsy lost his fucking like soul. But
Grillsy's soul taken by local Viking Rowan Jardine.
Apparently people are calling him Brendan Safe as Houses Drills.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I've heard
Holy crickets
It's
was he
been
safe.
said.
Yeah.
He was incredible.
I mean, he did come
graduating-
off the field and say, geez, I thought I had fucking glue on my hands this game. That was a remark made by Brendan Grills himself.
Quote unquote.
Jacko as well, fucking retired from the lead foot too. Kicking him sweet these days. It's nice to see.
Wait, 1 out of fucking 20 games isn't too bad, is it?
Yeah, it's when you need it too. And then what broke me, I got a couple things. The same night, old Breno was sitting with us and the ice cream truck started going off behind us. So we went down and guess what the ice cream truck was out of? Ice cream. Which was terrible.
Wait, the ice cream truck was going off in the first place.
So he had all the sirens going. So we walked out to get a fucking
like a
ice
rage
cream.
bait.
And we get to the front of the line and he goes, oh, we're out of ice cream. I was like, isn't it an ice cream truck? Like, how can you be out of that? Sorry, mate, we're out. So we go back to our seats. 4 of us who didn't get ice cream. I thought Breno nearly fell over. Like, he was that fucking upset. And then someone else goes over and lines up. You wouldn't believe what he walked away with, a fucking ice cream.
What?
So I got fully dubbed up by this fucking local Bewanese person.
Bewanese.
It was fucking terrible.
That's bad business.
Terrible business. And then
And you're a
Well,
great
you-
fucking customer.
yeah,
You can
I mean,
imagine
he
how angry Chip would have been.
and then you go to the canteen there, and the canteen chicks have closed up shop, but they're eating fucking 2 kilos of chips behind bars.
Oh, he's really calling out the beer war
It was
sports
terrible.
ground.
And then
you don't.
Saturday night, had a bit of an incident at the Bluff Bar when we did the old trick to go upstairs and get some drinks really quickly, and we come downstairs and look, I did see a sign coming into the elevator that says 12 people max, and yeah, we had about 20 odd people in there. We go about a foot down and the emergency brakes jam on, and we got stuck in the elevator in the Bluff Bar.
I got messages about this on my personal Instagram.
So we got stuck in the fucking elevator, and then of course we're stuck with a Sunshine Coast version of Abby Chatfield in the elevator, which didn't help the cause at all.
Oh, really?
I had to call Abby Chatfield. She didn't like that at all.
Let's just put on the record as well, Abby Chatfield, we love you. Please do not come for our podcast.
Just some real strong opinions.
I can't do with that.
Some really, really strong opinions going on in that elevator. But
all valid opinions as well. Thank you, Abby.
And then we're trying to like call.
Oh fuck, Chip, you scared me.
We're trying to call the emergency. Like, you know the emergency buttons in the elevators?
Yeah.
Guess the only button that's not working in this fucking elevator. It's the emergency button. And then apparently the aircon's gone and the fucking thing, so there's no air getting around either.
Any music?
Actually went to like worst case so quickly. But lucky, a couple of boys at the front of the elevator really just fucking loved it and started prying open the doors. They pried open the doors, and as the doors are open, the elevator kept like dropping like half a foot at a time down. They got to a point where it was enough, and they opened the doors, pried the next set under, and there was like 3 feet, and that people were just sliding out of the elevator, out of the fucking thing. And yeah, then they all stood us in a line and said, "You're fucking paying for this. The fire people are coming." And then we're like, "Fuck that." We left. Walked around the back, and then the other secchi let us back in, and we continued on with our night. So not many wins going around for Bluff Bar there.
That was not an admission of guilt either. That was purely fictional, that story.
Well, I don't understand how it's your fault. Was that actually 20 people in there?
I may have been the last person in the elevator.
So you're the one who set it over the weight.
Well, there was like, but I looked into it, and there was so many fucking people in there. I was like, shit, like this might honestly fucking like not go down. And then I was like, oh, who are you kidding, man? It's never fucking happened before. Got in there, go off foot, and then all my nightmares come true.
Mind you, you might be thinking this is like some bougie rooftop bar where they've jumped in the elevator to go down.
No.
8 or 9 stories. It's at the fucking surf club.
It's a surf club.
And it's one story.
It's a one story.
Well, you have to, when you have to come down. They don't let you walk down the stairs with drinks. So
really?
Yeah, that's why we had to go in the elevator.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was...
Well, it's a policy that needs to be looked at.
Yeah, there would have been 20 people in, and then they had to fucking tag out the elevator. So
yeah,
it's not a good real scenario to be in.
Why were you out of breath then?
That's what I was about to say.
Out of breath? I'm not out of breath, mate.
He was like,
it just could have gone so much worse.
Fucking hell.
Well, Chip, I'm glad you survived, mate. It's good to have you back.
Thanks,
on the couch.
man. Appreciate
It's
it.
a pleasure.
I just thought of all those horror stories in the Service Paradise. So, meanwhile, that is about 80 stories. Maybe I was dealing with half a story.
He was dealing with half a story.
That was good though.
What made me was, you touched on it before. Don't want to make it a footy podcast, but back at footy, which is good.
Fuck yeah.
Good to have a run around with Jackson Russell.
Shoulder of justice.
Yeah. That's me, by the way, guys.
Yeah, that's him, the guy in the middle. And then what broke me quickly was the same game as well. I got my head split open.
Oh, boo.
And I feel like I've been hit by a fucking car.
It's a gnarly fucking cart.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
Yeah, it's almost like he's trying to copy mine up there.
Dude, how's when it happened, I heard him go like this. Where is it? Because blood was coming out. He goes, where is it? And he goes, my face! My face!
Fuck.
He's like, I've got nothing. This is my face. I was like, dude, just get it taped. And he was like, oh, yeah, okay.
Nah. When it happened, because the bloke in front of me on the ground was bleeding pretty heavy. And I was like, oh, shit. And I was waving to the ref to stop it. And then I had like the footy. I noticed the footy was covered in blood. I was like, oh, shit, that's from me. And then I got up, and then Jack was like, just get a strap, cunt, you'll be right. And I was like, all right, cool. And then do you remember when I came to you and I was like, oh, I dislocated my finger?
Yeah.
And then and you're like, you'll be right. And I popped it back.
He popped it back in.
I popped it back into place myself, and look at it, it's so fat and red now.
Remember you were like, look how bent it is. And I was like, look, mine are bent too.
Yeah, I was like, all right, man. Felt like-
That's actually what like Jackson football core is.
And then he
to be
just
fair.
cracked it back into place and trundled on.
Oh, that's good.
it was like it
No
was
one won the
actually like I
game.
was in the trenches, man. It was so cool.
You were in the trenches, but you were in the winning side of the trench. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but talking before about Grillsy getting bumped off. How's me getting bumped off in that second half?
Oh yeah, by that big unit.
I got him good in the first half, and then he ran at me, and I wasn't expecting much. And you guys should have seen it. I had like both my legs in the air like this. I went back like
I watched that
I went
back on
back
film.
like 6 meters. It does look bad on video.
It looks cartoonish.
Oh
Like,
no!
it's pretty crack up.
Honestly, Grillsy's one. Fuck, he got cane.
Oh
man.
yeah, that was a fucking shot and a half.
pretty fucked.
Reach out if you guys want to see Brendan Grills getting whacked in particular.
Yeah, we'll just post it
All right,
regardless.
yeah, we can just post it, you know. Along with you boys, what made me is Jordan coming back is fucking just good. There's only one left to go, and then we got the whole squad back together. But
That's shit, by the way.
I mean, I've always said it. Coxie's always said you can't coach kahunas, and it seems the mate to my left, his is shrunk or gone back inside of him. He's still got them, but whether they come out another, and we might need some summer weather. Unfortunately, footy not played in the summer.
Maybe if I fucking shave, you'll be able to see the cuts.
I reckon if we laid out enough enough jelly beans and he just eats the trail and somehow ends on the field, he's
Like a mouse with cheese.
And then what broke me was, sorry to take it to work, but the last fucking couple weeks, there's been this one plasterer.
Oh, here we
and
go.
he's got like the speaker first thing in the morning, and all he does is play heavy metal. And I understand, like, play any music but heavy metal.
Yeah.
It's like, this might be really fucking hard. It honestly seems just rude to play heavy metal. Because I couldn't name one person in my life that likes heavy metal.
Who is
What
it?
what sort of heavy
I'm
metal
talking
is
like,
it though? I could get around that sometimes.
No.
But it's different. like, when you
is
think
it
about
like
get
screamo?
into like a
Yeah,
fucking
it's
workshop on a
screamo.
Monday, man. Like you get on site on Monday. If you're hearing that, like you know you're in for a hell of a week.
A bit of screamo. I think it's obnoxious just to play it out in the open, but I mean, if you're in your car, you got your headphones in, go for gold.
Yeah, go for it. But like,
What speakers you got?
He's-
Surely not a JBL.
that's a Makita one. and
thank
he's,
fuck.
he's holding down the zone, man. I'm telling you that much. Like it's
It's
fucking
fucked.
brutal. I got up there one morning and played it and beat him to Smoko, and then by the time I got back from Smoko, he'd taken over, and it's just been fucking horrible.
Does he work hard though?
I don't know.
Are we trying to like see if there's a correlation?
Yeah,
between
that's what I was going to
choice
investigate.
I'm sure he
if was-
does.
if he was the hardest worker there, you'd almost be like, oh,
Let it pay.
you know? Like,
Yeah.
let
It
it
slows me down. It gives me a fucking headache.
Do you know what that sort of reminds me of? Remember like a couple years ago, we gave Chip a lot of shit about it as well. It was like playing like any sort of techno in the
Yeah.
mornings.
Yeah.
And then we sort of ended up coming around to it in a couple of years.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to happen with you.
No,
imagine,
sure.
imagine
I
2
don't
years
think you could ever
time.
come around with that.
At least techno is like, I don't know, connects with the heart a little bit. Like, you know how they make it the rhythm of your heartbeat or some shit?
Screamo is just like it's just violence.
Oh, speaking of that,
Imagine.
I've been listening to like Jazz House. Is that what it's called? In the morning.
it's
And
nice,
I just
eh?
like work. I'm just in like flow state.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
actually true.
the monotony of the
Yeah,
beat
I'm not the right guy to
just
ask.
like makes me go into flow zone, like flow state.
Frozone.
Oh, Frozone. Oh, so you turn into Mr.
Bro,
Incredible.
just super suit on
Yeah.
and goes to work.
Another thing that broke me this week too was I went for a surf on the weekend, and it was the first time I've whipped out my wetsuit in fucking
I'm
ages.
so glad you said wetsuit.
And
man.
anyway, this is so scat. I've got into the beach and I go to put my wetsuit on, and out crawl a small family of cockroaches,
Oh, gross.
and it was so fucked.
You still put on the
And
wetsuit.
all I did was shake and bake it, baby, and chuck it
Yeah,
back on.
that's
And I thought, geez, they're gonna drown, so they've got no chance.
Did you
It
find
was,
it?
Gross.
it was so.
Imagine if you
scat.
popped up and like pulled into something, you see this little cockroach at the front of your board just loving it. And you gave him the best day of his life.
Well, one to never forget.
Yeah.
That's almost one of the scariest things coming into winter, I reckon, is like checking your wetsuit after it's
Yeah.
been a while.
Oh,
'Cause it's either been wet and stinks.
Or you've just done the biggest piss known to man in it.
Yeah, or there's cockroaches.
A bit off topic, but like talking about surprises. When Lockie came over to ours on Saturday, I had a Mum dropped me off on my fruit, and he took one of the bananas and hid it in Harry's bed. And Harry didn't say anything to me or anyone all weekend. I wake up this morning to go to fucking work, put me through my work boot. There's a fucking banana in my work boot. The cunt got, but it was like, because I unzipped my boots and I went to put my foot in and it was zipped up. I was like, what the fuck's, like, I don't do that. What the fuck's going on? I don't know how I didn't think of it. Jammed my foot in. I was like, oh, fuck, what is that? I was like, is it a dead rat? Like, what is it? Pull down this banana all over my fucking foot.
Oh, it squished inside your boot.
Because I stomped it down. It wouldn't go in, and you'd think a normal person would go, hold on, what's in my boot? I just brought it to my knee and jammed it to the floor and then had banana everywhere.
That's funny.
I can't believe Harry got one up on me.
The forbidden nana.
I can't put on any sort of shoes without putting my hands in it, without
really?
banging it and put my hands in it. Because from when I was younger, I got dealt this twice, a huntsman in my shoe twice. One time it just crawled out quickly, and then the second time it was like 30 minutes after I put my shoes on.
It's pretty scat. Like
So I check it every time.
wore a pair that I hadn't worn in ages, and it had like a whole fucking ant's nest in it, and it was like their breeding ground. It like I tapped it outside, and all these like white eggs have just popped out. And
That's fucking grim.
And I put the shoe on first before I realised.
Yeah. It's about, I don't check my shit because, like, why do you do that, Coxie? Like, aren't you? Imagine if, say, it was a huntsman in it and you're scared of spiders. What do you put your hand in it and then it gets on your fucking hand?
Yeah, well, I like sort of like bang it, but now I'm just
Yeah, you
like,
do.
now I'm
Good
like,
boy.
now I'm like, oh fuck it, and I'll just do it. I'll just do it quick. I just gotta feel the end of the
What
shoe.
shoes are you going to wear tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. My 97s. Yo. All right. Anyway, let's move on here. We've got as we said at the start of the episode, we're going to start doing what made and broke us for the listeners each week, so you guys can join in. But we put in our story asking, and to start off this whole little trend or sequence, should we call it? We're going to just read out like a lot of the options that we've gotten so far, just to start the fire, you know.
Mm-hmm. These better be fucking good, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to get into here.
Probably rubbish.
Someone said what made me is seeing Coxie hurt. And what broke them is Mayfield haven't dropped the fucking merch yet.
Oh, shit.
Mate, it's breaking me.
It's coming next year.
Oh, it's all in the works, guys. You'll see it soon.
Yeah, we'll have shirts. What did we say 2 years ago? We'll have them out in the next 3 to 5 months.
Oh, dude, honestly,
Fuck me.
there's actually so much that goes into it. It's a bit hard,
Yeah.
but
We've got a little
We're
sweatshop
also
in
slack.
China, and they just aren't disciplined. They don't
Yeah.
work hard enough.
You
They're too
almost-
busy
yeah.
making lithium batteries to
They
worry
keep-
about
they keep-
the sweet fabric of a Mayfield t-shirt.
Yeah, they keep fucking harping on about them not getting paid by us, so they're not going to give us the clothing, but
They've got the Chinese union involved.
the tunion.
And all
the junior.
the Biwanese and the Chunion.
Yeah, the Biwanese.
Someone said that they got in a 3v1 fight naked on a beach.
Is that what broke him, mate?
Well, yeah, true. I don't
Is
know.
that Lockie?
No, his name's Hamish. So I'd like to hear more about that. How does that even happen? Why are you naked? I'm assuming he's naked, not three of his mates are bashed a naked person.
That would be demoralising.
Maybe he got caught having a naked tug
maybe. No.
at a nudist beach, and he got jumped because of it. You know, actions have consequences. You know,
Yeah, you know, you can't just be rubbing out. You can't be rubbing out ones on a random beach,
Yeah.
Hamish.
we're not going to sit here and take Hamish's side just like that.
Yeah, was this the middle of the
will.
day or the middle of the night? That's what we need to know. Someone said Luca as well. Just to back you up, Chiff, what broke them is getting stuck in the Bluff elevator.
Oh, yeah, that was shocking. Bit of a crew going on there, too. That was nice.
Plus
Yeah.
Abby Chatfield.
Yeah.
No, stop bringing her up.
Plus
She's
the devil.
scaring me.
Yeah, it is scary. Isn't
She's
it?
not the
It's a
devil.
scary
She's an
thought.
absolute saint, and I love her.
Yeah, me too. Say me three.
The devil
Say
comes
me-
in all forms.
This one's from Dylan. What broke him is having my mates strip down simultaneously and continue to hump the shit out of me.
Is this the same fella that was in a fight before?
That's assault.
No, this is not. That's some shit that you would do to me and call me frigid after.
But dude, why are you putting? We
Bro's
would never
always
do
trying
that to you.
As I'm always just trying to defend
We
himself.
would never
too.
do.
Dylan, I feel you, mate.
If we did though,
If we did, it would be on Origin Game 3.
yeah,
That's
there's a
exactly what
date.
it would be.
and you'd be slippery.
And Cam Munster would kick for 800 metres.
Maybe that's what
well, if it's going to get Queensland the win.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're scaring me.
Give me the win.
James,
Wim Hof.
what made James this week was he saw a speed camera van tucked away. He flashed 5 people and they all waved him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
That's
what,
like
that's
just
what
doing
Australia's built on.
Yeah, that's doing a good deed.
Oh, I'm pretty sure as well. You know that the speed camera on the Bruce Highway that I've coming into the Nicklin Way that I've
Yeah.
said a bit to you about 100 times. If you fall for that, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got done there the morning coming past it on Rebel in the morning.
Really?
Just totally just like looking at butterflies out the side of the window.
Good work, man.
And then went in my speedo and it was way
Jack,
over
I remember
100.
when you rode a red light looking at the surf? That was our all time.
Running red lights is just the ultimate. You suck. Like,
I got someone actually that made me that happened today that I forgot to talk about. Is you know tolls?
yeah.
Fuck, let me just go on a little rant for a second. $5.63 to cross the Gateway Bridge each way.
Yeah.
You're crossing the bridge, there's about 100 other cars in there. You're paying for the bridge each time. Like, I feel like each day pays for that whole bridge, the amount of money they'd be making off the
Surely.
fucking
I
thing.
wonder how many cars go through there.
Yeah,
So
but it,
many.
it costs fucking $1 billion to build that fucking bridge.
So I haven't been paying my tolls, and I had $380 worth of tolls.
That'd be
today.
taking a toll on you.
Yeah, great choice of words. But I called them up today because there was a hardship hotline that you can call.
Oh,
if you can't-
really?
Yeah, if you can't afford to pay. So,
Like you're a fucking bludger.
Bludger.
A bludger, mate. It's a fucking bridge.
Yeah, it is a bludge having to pay for tolls.
And then I called them and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, but something's just come across my desk this morning. And I was like, without me knowing, one of my housemates, I actually live in a share house, they've been taking my cars on trips, and
You're a fucking
I
loser.
typically like to avoid toll rolls, but I've just noticed they've racked up all these tolls and I had absolutely no idea. I'm so sorry. Like,
Yeah.
and then they waived it.
Really?
What?
$830 worth?
No. Toll, well, I don't know. Well, with toll got down to, no, it was, they waived a lot of it. I only had to pay
Holy
$70.
Fuck. You're a fraud.
Yeah,
fraud.
legit.
But like really, like there's no chance I'm paying that much for tolls.
A couple of times the same thing has happened for my Club Line membership. I don't have money in my account when they deduct like the membership fee.
Yeah.
And I ring them up and I'm like, oh, my employer just hasn't been on the ball lately. Like the paycheck's coming late again. I'm so sorry. And they just waive it straight away. You know you're making money when they can just waive it.
What's it?
I did Club Line. Like if you don't,
Oh, yeah.
the gym membership, if you don't pay on time, they pretty much double it, don't they?
How's
It's
it?
something
Yeah.
like that.
When you were talking about this toll thing, man, I had one the other week when I went to Brizzy too, and I tried 3 times up to a week after I went over it, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? Did my number plate? And then I couldn't find it. It said you couldn't find your notice, and then a week later I got the toll. So it's $5 for the toll. But then because I didn't pay it, it was within the 3 days, it was a $35 administration fee.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why mine got built up so much because they're only $5.63 trips, but then I had shitloads of them with like the
stupid
interest
fee.
that comes with it.
So do you not have to pay them?
No,
I
I only paid $70.
I know someone
and
that hasn't paid any of theirs for like years.
instead of the whole total, they just waived all the additional fees and that. But yeah, because they threatened me they were going to suspend my license.
I don't think they can do that.
Can they do that?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, right.
They can come
Interesting.
after you now.
Is it not owned by the government?
I don't know what.
Nah,
the
it's
rules
whoever
are,
built the fucking
Or would
roads.
it be like the investor?
That's
that-
who they get them.
But they
It's
can.
whoever builds the roads can
They
put a toll on them.
Yeah, they can come after your license now.
Yeah.
So
wow.
when I got threatened with that, I was like, all right, time to give them a call. But anyway, so if anyone's gone through financial hardships, just make sure you call the toll people because they'll hook you up. So I found.
Dude, tolls can suck my balls.
Yeah, they can
They
literally
suck.
lick my balls.
That's what that one across the gateway is expensive as fuck.
I went through about 10 because I always miss my turn in Brisbane because you don't have reception in the tunnels.
Yeah. How's it? There's nothing more alarming than when you go through the tunnel and it's like sort of creeping with you, but it's not giving you any instruction. You pop out outside the tunnel and it's like, you should have turned 2 kilometers ago. You're like, oh, sweet.
You start watching your maps and you're like driving over water and you're like, wow.
Or you're in Burley. You're like, what? The fuck?
Not a bad problem.
Right, how's all this shit with the US at the moment in Iran?
Oh.
Like what they've got to now is ridiculous.
I think Neptune, we're on the US's side.
Yeah, but like do you reckon it'll turn into a war?
I think they're preventing war. I don't know. I'm not very
I'm
educated in that scene. But a couple B-250s got about their work.
Yeah,
in the last coming days.
And they went like undetected and everything.
Just a flying fucking Dorito laying down the law.
Dude, those planes look scary, eh?
Yeah, they're mental.
If I saw that thing, there's nothing you can do, is there?
I followed a really you followed a really good Instagram page the other day. I think it's like No Bullshit News or something on Instagram, and it has all the relevant up to date stuff with it, and it goes through the whole like what the plan was and what they did. It's sick. I mean, it's the most interesting fucking thing.
They landed back on US soil untouched. Apparently,
yeah. I
follow this account on Instagram, and as you guys would know if you've listened to previous episodes, my Instagram reels notorious for being very fucked up, and I follow this account and it gives you like all these war videos from like the Ukraine-Russia war, and like it is just filled of just suicide drone strikes.
Yeah.
Like you just see the drone fly in and it spots a soldier and it's almost like they're mocking him, and the soldier's like, you can't fucking really do anything because if you shoot it, blows up.
It's fuck because the drones as well, it's not just like a camera. They've got the heat signals on there as well. So they're like fully camouflaged or whatever, but you can just see their heat.
The thermal
and they
radiation.
just drop a grenade on them and just kills them.
Fucking mental.
That's fucked.
It's actually messed up. I feel like they should be banned.
I thought they did. Like, try pass a bill that... I mean, fuck. Are drones really that bad when you got these planes that are just...
Yeah,
it's weird how there's like... There's still wars... There's still... laws in war.
Yeah.
Like, but half of them makes proper sense. Like, you can't hit hospitals and all that sort of shit. Like, that's like why there's fucking laws in the war.
Yeah, but then it's like...
That's what the Taliban do. The Taliban have all their like weapon caches and all that below hospitals and schools and all that. So if the US or someone goes and bombs it, it's just like all you hear about is like the fatalities of the children and the innocent and whatnot.
It's a war crime too to bomb a hospital.
Well, the Taliban not known to follow the laws of the rule of war.
Let's steer away from this political shit.
Oh, righto, bro.
Well, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Me neither.
I'm going to get myself in trouble for something. Keep going with the...
And we'd hate to piss off our queen.
Yeah, exactly. Our queen bee.
He probably thinks that our nuclear program was a really good thing.
This lady, I won't say her name just in case.
Sheffield.
Obviously having a worse week than us, but she found out her now ex cheated during the relationship.
That's heavy.
Crazy. And what made her is she's now single and 100 kilos lighter. I don't know if she means like she went on a weight loss journey.
No, like metaphorically 100 kilos. Like we're not talking about like an actual 100 on the fucking on the receipt, are we?
So her partner was 100 kilos. So she was dating a 100 kilo heifer.
Oh,
I think that's what it means. Not she's lost weight.
Oh, okay.
I thought she went on like a right.
Yeah, I thought,
spiritual journey.
No, I think this is quite recent.
If you're losing 100 kilos, like where did you start from?
I think that was a subtle shot at the partner, at the ex for being 100 kilos.
You fat cunt.
Well, congrats.
You want to read some from there upwards?
Oh yeah, here we go. Donald Trump. What made him a great military success?
Had to take a shit at work, went to the toilet and it was clogged. Man, you aren't so different.
Oh, what's that? Listening to your fucking podcast broke me.
Shock horror.
Stop listening then, you twat.
Dalla says what broke me is he slipped on the tiles with his GYG and threw it all over the walls and floor. Didn't get a bite. That's unfortunate.
GYG floors actually notoriously slippery. I worked in one, so I know that.
What
Why?
made me is I got the go-ahead to feature in a movie down in Sydney. That's Dallas again. Congrats, Dallas. Fellow movieman, like our good mate Coxie.
Yeah.
Don't-
When is that movie coming out?
It got shit canned.
Yeah. I saw something that's meant to come out in October, but I don't know. They did another casting call, and they need people for a new war movie, but you have to have military experience
Well, you have.
or cadet experience.
Yeah.
And I really want to just apply for it.
Is that
anyway.
stolen valor though?
That's what I'm scared of doing.
Yeah.
Imagine like I rock up to the movie set and there's like some veteran there like, you think it's a fucking joke?
Who'd you surf for?
Yeah.
Who'd you surf for? And
Yeah.
you're like, I've done paintball at Aussie World. Another one that broke our friend Tyson is he lost his license on Thursday. His missus got him done $410 fine for not wearing a seatbelt. Thumbs up emoji. Sorry about that, Tyson.
That's fucked.
Jake, he locked his fucking keys in the boot at 6 a.m. Monday morning.
That's a shocker way to
Get with
start
the
your week.
program, have a car that doesn't lock itself.
Yeah.
Another one from Will is on the work shitter and halfway through realised there is no toilet paper.
Why do you
Both laughs like I have a joke today.
Anyone that has a shit in it, you crack up.
In brackets, writing on toilet. That has happened to me before. But
You just socked in.
where did it happen? Oh, that's where it happened to me. Happened to me at Lost Paradise. And I was absolutely spastic.
What, this year?
Yep, this year just gone, and I had to do like an emergency shit. Like, you know how like when you're sort of on a bender, that's the last thing that happens because your body's got no nutrients to shit out.
Yeah.
And I had to just like do a shit.
Here we go. The laws of shit before we get into it.
Yeah. Bro just gave us a breakdown.
Bro really hit us with the law of
The
feces.
philosophy. The
Philosophy of Faecies.
Oh God. Yeah, and I had to do like an emergency one, and I just dashed to the toilet, and I get in there, and it was one of the dankest things I've ever done in my life. And I look up, and you know how they have those shitty one slice.
Oh,
toilet
they
paper?
suck.
Yeah, the one ply.
Oh, you like
I-
guaranteed to finger yourself.
Yeah, I knew it was already going to be a struggle with them. It was more of a struggle without them, and I was like busted as fuck in the toilet, and I had to like knock on the door next to me, and you know, remember how there was gaps under them?
Oh, they're
and I was
fucked.
like, "Excuse me, can you like pass me some toilet paper?" And this girl's just next to me, passing me slips of toilet paper.
No way, dude.
I was like, came out and I told Mickey, and I was like, I like felt so vulnerable. Like I just felt,
That's
I
so
felt
fucked.
scared for my life. Like it was so grim.
That's so fucked. I can't
man.
believe you
I
didn't
went
tell
up.
me that when we were there.
I don't think I told you actually as well in the showers. I went
Harry shit
I went
himself.
ass up in one of them, and like ended up sitting on the floor while I was watching like tampons float by. It was fucking
Yeah, the
feral.
showers at the festival are disgusting.
Oh, I actually love it, mate. It's just brutal when you walk in there and that's what you got to deal with, and it's cold, all the hot water's gone, and you walk out to the breeze and the music playing. Holy cricket, let's get us back there, man.
It's actually fair. Like you get scared you're gonna catch something just by standing
It's
on it.
so
Eh?
scat.
There's actually just tampons, like everything that you can imagine.
Yeah.
just on the floor. It's
But
fair.
then as well, like there's medication everywhere as well if you did get sick.
No, nice. Another one from Danielle is what made him or her, not sure, Danielle, boy, girl. Is that a boy name?
Danielle's typically. Are you
A
reading
girl
it
name?
as Daniel or is it
It says Danielle.
where?
Just don't know.
No, I reckon it's Danielle. I reckon it's a girl.
But you can't be sure these days.
no,
You
no,
really
You know.
can't.
Oh,
You can't.
let's not assume.
Yeah. What
Okay,
made
Daniel.
me is learning Chip gave Coxie a run for his money, shown via this pic.
Oh, it's because it had my bandaged head on the photo.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this
Okay.
was not from Chip. He couldn't do that to me.
And then what
Yeah,
broke
he wouldn't have a head after.
Susan Archer was Chip didn't come and get his shit he promised to.
That's his mum.
That's Chip's mum, by the way.
Yeah.
Any words on that, Chip?
Me and my mother have spoken, bit of communication back and forth. Well, that'll do, boys.
Tell that fucking shit.
All good things have once again come to an end, and we're done.
Let's wrap it up, eh?
Yeah, never.
As always, yeah, never actually.
That's a weird. It just broke. It's got a hole in it. Fuck.
Coxie's got a fanny on his head.
Yeah, I've got a gash on my forehead. What? A cut?
A wound.
A wound? Yeah.
That was.
Oh yeah.
That's when God hit me with his axe.
Oh, let us know what you want to hear in the next installment of the Mayfield podcast.
Yes. And follow us, rate us, get around it, share it to a mate.
Follow us for more.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
Me and Chip are a bit unsettled right now.
I'm
We're not sure
fucking
why.
over this shit.
The LFI for this week. LFI means learning from incidents. If
Yep.
you're not aware of that,
Yeah, it does.
by the way.
Liffy.
Put that on the record. The LFI is check in or check out.
What's that mean?
Don't know.
It nearly,
It's up to interpretation. That's the
Yeah.
best thing about these.
That's the best thing about these.
and you know what? We're almost getting to that point of the year where
That's the
it's just
best thing.
fine to check out. I'm
Yes.
pretty close to checking out.
Or
That's the
check
best
out
thing.
before you check in. There you go.
Or check in before you check out.
Yeah. See?
See, it can be used in many ways, people.
Well, see, exactly. Like, it's like life. You can always flip the script.
I've
you
got
know?
another one as well that has been told by our bosses since I started my apprenticeship.
Yeah.
It's just for tradies on site. You know, like you get in pinch points, Jacko.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my boss says, don't put your hand anywhere you wouldn't put your dick. So if there's a bit of a spot where you could lose your finger, imagine it wasn't your finger and it was your dick.
I wouldn't put
I
my...
normally find myself saying, my dick would definitely not fit there.
I would have put my dick down a floor waist. That's for sure.
But I would put my dick in between a bandsaw.
Bandsaw taking the banjo string.
Yeah.
Song of the week this week is Roman Holidays by Fontaine DC.
Great song.
Next
Thanks,
week will be a
thanks,
palace
mate.
song. Next week will be a palace
My
song.
dad
for
actually
sure.
sent me that song.
Tune
Let's
in.
just, a couple ground rules before Palace on Thursday night. No crying. And if you do, limit it to half a song.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah.
They're not my sad band.
Limit it to half a song.
Half a song crying.
Otherwise, you're going to hear us next Wednesday talking about how some selfish cunt ruined our night.
Yeah. Someone's gonna cry for sure.
I don't think I'll cry.
I reckon you'll puff out your chest and then be like, who wants a shoulder ride? Yeah.
Like, why are you crying? Oh my god, sorry, my cut, my face just hurts so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the stitches. Oh.
I'm so drowsy.
Oh my god, I'm so ugly now. I'm so ugly.
My face.
Yeah, I never said that as well, by the way. I hope people know that.
Yeah, and Donald Trump didn't
It's
just
on-
buy Iran.
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 Goodbye,
Iran.
guys.
Iran.
Goodbye.
Yeah, see you.
Iran.